One of the best features of MATHia is that it's built in a way from on the technology side that it can be translated into any language using Google's Translate Chrome extension, which is a really easy extension to use, and it's going to be really powerful for our students who need this wonderful translation service. So one of the things I notice about MATHia is that when you're in any of the workspaces or on any of the pages, there's so many words and terms and um, different things that kids are having to read. So the translation will be an awesome option for our students that need a little bit more support with reading English. As you notice on this page, I have my speech bubbles here that are up. This is done enabling text-to-speech under My Preferences. So if you go to My Preferences and enable text-to-speech, you can have anything read aloud to the student. Now to translate this page, we're going to go to Google and we're going to find the Chrome extension for Google Translate. And what it's going to bring up is the Google Chrome extension here. We're going to click on that and we're going to install this on the student's machine. This could also be installed on your machine if you wanted to bring it up for any students or translate anything for a student. So you can hit Add to Chrome and it'll very easily add the extension to Chrome. And then it'll pop up here with this little G graphic here. And so now it's on Chrome. And if I come back to MATHia, all I need to do is I have to hit this, and it'll kind of initiate Google Translate. You always have to start with translate this page. Students can always just translate a word with that first screen, but here it's showing an English to English translation, and I could go ahead and pick any language. I'm going to pick Spanish because it's the only language on this list that I have any chance in reading. But as you see, there are any number of languages from Japanese to Chinese to Arabic and everything in between. So we're going to go ahead and select Spanish. And it has now translated this page into Spanish, including if you pull up a hint, well, you then have to hit show original and translate again. That's one of the things I want to show is when you do hit hint or bring up any new menu, sometimes you have to hit show original and translate, but it does work really pretty well. If the students were to change screens, what you'll see is this will still be translated, and as they go in, everything stays translated with the exception of when you click those hints, you have to double click this show original up here. But well, I guess sometimes when we go to a new page, it's not translated here, but just coach the students to hit show original and then translate, and it'll retranslate it for them. I'm going to go back to original and show you under the preferences how to change kind of the dialect of the text to be read aloud, but this can also be read aloud in Spanish, in Japanese, in Chinese, whatever language you're looking for. So if you go back to show original, and I'm going to close out of Google Translate, and I'm going to go into my preferences. And what you can do in your preferences under text-to-speech is you can pick Google Español or Google Español de Estados Unidos. So, and you can pick different languages. I don't know what a lot of these down here mean, but I'm hopeful with the help of our wonderful translators and some of our students who are bilingual, they could help us learn about this. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Google Español, and I'm going to hit save. So now what you just heard there was the test being read aloud. And then let's go ahead and translate this again into Spanish. And then we can have it read aloud in Spanish. Translate this page. It's been translated in Spanish. So now as I go ahead and I hit this button,
estudie los círculos que se muestran. Complete la tabla con información para cada círculo. La circunferencia dada de cada círculo es un valor aproximado.
then it's read aloud in the native language in Spanish. And you could go ahead and you could change this to French and translate it into French, and we'd have to go back here and we'd have to change the preferences under text-to-speech to Google French, save,
D'ici atteste.
and then what we can go ahead and do again is click on this translate button, and we're going to translate this page into French one more time, and then we can hear something read in French.
Un cercle est l'ensemble des points qui sont tous à la même distance d'un centre. Un cercle est généralement nommé par son point central.
So this is a wonderful service that kind of MATHia can do with the combination of Google Translate. It's not perfect, it's not 100% in the language, and everything is translated, but it is a really excellent service.